The time to win is finally here. Hold up, hold up. Let me fix my Discord audio. Hold on, I gotta leave and rejoin. Check, check. Okay, there we go. The time to win is upon us. Victory is but a few minutes away as we're heading into the market open. Can you guys feel the green in the air? The aroma, the scent of 1,000 Spartans. Shout out to Spartan in the chat room. Dialing in some winning trades and walking. Hey, okay, there we go. As usual, for those of you tuning in on YouTube, what's up? What's up? Hit that thumbs up. Time to get locked in. So we got a couple stocks moving here. KAPA seems like it's one of the hotter ones. Looking fairly good. I actually didn't trade this one really here throughout pre-market. It's not what I was looking for. However, into the open, I think we'll have the opportunities that we want and need. So this one looks like it'll be pretty interesting. I haven't been mapping out as many daily levels as of recent. I'm going to map out two on this one. Two obvious levels here. 325 and 221. As you're tuning in, hit that thumbs up. I do have the scanners up and available for those of you guys who are looking for the hotter stocks. You can see what's moving. 221, 275. Okay, 275. What time is it? We got 5 minutes. Okay, cool. And then $4 for all-time highs here, according to Thinkorswim. 119 to 200 EMA. We are far above that level. VWAP at 137. This will be the main stock here. KAPA into the open. Got the 10-second chart pulled up as well. Another beautiful day. So XAGE, it's also over 100%. That's going to be my second string stock. It's at $6. 40 million shares of volume there. Looks fairly good. We did break over the previous pre-market highs around 596. And now we've been consolidating between that level and 736. So today I want to be careful about getting a little too confident in the range. Even if we see a red to green or we break through the upside of a channel, I want to be careful with taking that first pullback with too much size. As we saw yesterday, it wasn't really the smartest thing to do. We went green to red on that trade, which wasn't good. But instead, we want to take it easy and pay attention, perhaps, for even wider pullbacks. So XAGE and KAPA are my top two. There are some others. There are some others, but I think I'll just leave those two on the watch list today. KAPA and XAGE. As usual, I do not read the news, so I have no idea what these companies are or what they do. I mean, for somebody who might be watching me for the first time and be like, what? That meme. What? This guy, he doesn't even know what he's looking at, what he's trading. What's the news? What's the headline? Well, the day that I stopped reading the news was the day that the stock announced bankruptcy. Hey, we're going to be shut down in 3 months, never to function again. And the stock does like 600% over the next 3-4 days. And I'm like, yeah, nothing here makes any sense. Okay, let's post this over here. BLMZ, SBET. PROK also. BLMZ, cheaper stock. S-bet, I don't know about this one. BLMZ, a little bit more up our alley. There's a 2-minute warning. My aim today, I was green like 150 pre-market, and then what was the name of this stock? LRHC came along, and with miniature size, I took a massive loss. Massive. So now we're red 40 bucks into the open. So, we're flat. We're basically flat here. We'll see what we get in the next minute, 28 seconds. As usual, as you're tuning in, we have over 400 people now in the building. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. Also, how's my Tesla swing doing? I think I bought like $40,000 worth of Tesla, which is not that much actually, because yeah, okay, it looks like it's doing pretty good. Sometimes you got to take a small swing here and there, just to make a couple bucks. It's worth it. It's worth the risk, I think. Worth the risk. 54 seconds to the open. For those of you who are watching on the YouTube stream that's in the chat room, if you are a student, I am live in the chat room as well, of course, where there's hardly any delay. So get in here right now, please. There we go. People are joining. All right. The YouTube stream is like 5 seconds behind, for those of you who don't know. Tristan, I didn't get banned, man. They respect me over there at Schwab, so they wouldn't dare touch my account. El Pastor has the plug. The plug to greatness. We cannot be denied. We cannot be stopped. We can only win. Okay, there's 4 seconds. Here we go. KAPA. Enough of the banter. XAGE as well. Watching both. I'm actually going to turn on the Zendu scanners too. Zendu scanners. Free YouTube scanners. They are a little delayed, but they're alright too. KAPA. XAGE moving up a little bit. It's still the first minute, so I don't want to, get too ahead of myself here. Still taking it slow. Lows were at 642. We got a high of 680. Okay, they're both curling up here. KAPA now over 72. The halt is at 82. It might get halted up here. It's a pretty tight halt band. Okay. Watching the pullback. Taking 62. Tight stop. As long as it doesn't, destroy me here, I'm fine. Good old trading, I tell you. Good old day trading. I'm holding 200 shares. Good old day trading. Feels good to have a new day here again, We could halt down. It's at 56. We're definitely seeming to be in a range, I'd say. There's some new lows, 55, the halt down 1 cent away. And it's halting down, halting down. Halting to the depths. Lows in this one. So XAGE. Let me check out some other ones too. FTFT. There are some other stocks hitting scans. Planning on making that Momo Pro day trade dash comparison video this week. XAGE pushing up. My goodness, Lord. These stocks evaporate like butter, bro. Evaporates. Let me pull it on screen. I think it looks good. It looks good. We're not over the pre-market highs or anything, but you know. This is where I don't want to be too aggressive towards the pullbacks. But, you know, let's see how far it keeps going. 736, the pre-market highs. It's going to push through. Can we hold up and retest? 20, 16, 15. That was actually a pretty good push through the pre-market highs. The range is massive. Like massive Tim. The range is crazy. Pause. Hold on. Pause. That sounded kind of... Ah, man. We got 40, 30 now watching here and holding for dear life in this trade. Scaling out some more and looking to buy back if I get the opportunity to. The key is for this stock not to sell off miserably. I think that's the key. Fill me, fill my shares. All right, I'll just take it there. I haven't sized up. Maybe I should. I probably will. I'm going to increase my size just a little bit. Okay. Will we continue to hold up though? The key is for this not to go back down to $6. Because that's what's been happening, right? XHGE. XHGE. Can this stock not go back down to $6? That's all I'm asking here. Can we hold up? Can we hold the line? Smaller size. Yep, that was a good move for smaller size there. New lows on the pullback here. I'm going to try it again. And I'm not going to try it again. I'm going to just take the loss and wait. Watch, watch. Is this going to go back down to 6? Let's see, let's see. This garbage, bro. I tell you, every time they just, you know, nothing holds up. Come on, just come on down to 6 already. Just teleport down. If that's what you're going to do. It's saying we had 638, which is closer to the VWAP. Most disappointing. See, yesterday, that dip there is where I was just buying, and then lost. I was just buying like a madman, thinking there's no way we're going to just sell off on this nice move up. Had to learn a quick lesson. Now today's, today is not yesterday, so we'll see if it holds up. But if this goes below 630, maybe that's it. I'm holding a small position now at 650 CYCC. Hold on, let me see. CYCC. Let me see. Oh yeah, CYCC, the new hot stock here. Maybe I shift my focus. In with the new and out with the old. What was the high? 73? Nice bounce there. Was that 89? No, 96. And CYCC has 3 minutes, 20 seconds. Oh, back over 7. Okay. Maybe this means business. Shit. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn. See, walking off screen was not the smartest thing there. Could have been in. It could end up going back up all the way. It's possible. All right, I'll wait. Watch this. Watch this right here. If this stock is strong, watch this. I'm going to wait like an assassin here in the bushes. Like a sniper with a ghillie suit. For my time to strike. Okay, maybe I'm having a little too much fun today. 95, 92. Come on down. The price is right. Give us an atomic drop here. So that I can buy the dip. Maybe that was all we're going to get. Maybe. So I'm asking myself, is this a bullish chart? Is this a bullish pattern? I'm leaning towards the side of yes. I'm going to take a starter trade here just to see. Maybe it does hold high. But tighter stops. Not looking to risk more than 10 cents here. Sometimes you don't pull back. They just keep going, right? What will it be? What will it be? Taking a couple cents there. And then watching into this new candle again. Will we pull back? Or is it going to go? I can try to breakout trade. There's some lag in my fill. Not really a great trade there. Couple cents loss. For me, I don't want to see this thing back at 630. I think that's the key for me here. If it goes back down there, for sure, I might take a loss. But if we can hold up our levels like a normal stock, then I can see myself taking some wins. 80, I got filled 85? What? Nah, bro. Oh, shit. Now, you see, okay. Is it too late? It might be too late. God dang it. Son of a... See, this stock, okay, this stock is moving like a normal stock, for now at least. Bro, there's no way I didn't take size there. Shit. I missed this kind of... Man, that's not good. Damn it. I needed to take size there. And to be super aggressive back over the whole dollar. See, that trade right there is where I should be shutting it down, right? You catch that trade, that's it. You don't even need to keep going. Pastor, slacking. I'm gonna. Okay. Uh, Damn. And that was a nice move too. Nice and clean. Okay, let's see. I want something reasonable here. I've sized down a bit. Come on, something reasonable. Damn, not reasonable. It's fluctuating a lot. We're seeing like 92 by like 75. So there's definitely a tough breakout to capture there. We do we do have sellers. What's the time? What's the time? 44. Is it the same move as last time? Huh? Huh? Are we gonna go? Are we gonna go? Is this it? 82? 85? 89? And son of a gun, didn't keep going. Yeah, the time I'm in doesn't go, right? Last time it went though, when I only had small size. Shit. See, bro, I tried to get that, bro. Come on. Fill me. Please. Son of... Bro, it's just lagging now, man. This platform is gonna drive me mad. My order just floating in space. The Citadel playing games with me here. Playing with my emotions in the trades. They gave me a 4-cent winner, bro. Just robbery, you know? I see how it is. Nothing has changed over the last 5 years. Nothing has changed, SF, over the last 5 years. Same old, just another day. All right. We got 827 for highs. I didn't do well because I missed that bigger push, so I'm thinking maybe to ease down the size a little more and be careful here. I do like that it's back up aggressively though. Dang, is it gonna go this time? Dang, it is. Oh, it is bad, man. It is bad. Can I cancel it? I'm gonna stop. I'll stop here. Shit. Bro, it is bad. I thought that was like a one-time thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop right here. Sizing down to 1 share until further notice. Time to switch to the sim account and just practice as, you know? I tried to buy the dip at 708. I got filled at like 729 or 725, and there's lag. If not, I'd be holding that trade. Dang, 66, taking 46. That would have been a loss for sure. All right, I'm back in. Can I get 70 on the ask? I will. I'm using just one share because it's lagging. This actually is a nice stock. We aren't really seeing so many of these. Hyper scalping, alive and well, if you ask me. Alive and well. Alive and well. I'm gonna put my stop at the low of the candlestick and just hold this one. Can we see 80? There's okay, 65. Taking a third and holding 2/3. I literally have 3 shares. Holding 2 shares. Is it working though? I'll try to size back up with a couple hundred shares just to see. Are we getting filled? What's the low of the candle? Do not make a new low of the candle, please. Hold the line for El Pastor. And there is no line. Stopping out at new lows. The line was invisible. Higher low though, off the actual lows, it seems. Not bad. Can we see over 8? How are we looking? Let's zoom out a little bit. How are we looking? I mean, it looks good. We've had some selling pressure though. I'd say overall it looks good. Can we hold up a third time if we pull back? Third time usually is a little bit more tough, but we'll see. $21. It's up 18, 17 cents. Nah, third time struggling. Waiting. Can it reclaim? Nah. Third time in the depths. Time to call it a day. Bro, that move on this candle right here, man. This was it. Can't believe it. I kind of had the suspicion that we could go like let's call it intuition rather. But I was getting ready to scale in over time with shares rather than to just take a big block. So I got caught in that area there with not enough size. All right. Um hmm. Is there anything else? Let's check the scans. PLRZ. All right, PLRZ is pushing up. It's a little bit more thick, but there might be something there. For those of you tuning in on YouTube, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. We now have 638 people in the building. And I do apologize for not streaming pre-market. Honestly, I don't know if I will. The way how I feel in the mornings, man, I'm truly cooked. Like I go to sleep early and then like I wake up like a zombie. I'm eating all my fruits and vegetables too. So and honestly, even beyond that, it's just more comfortable to not be on the stream early. But the 9:30 stream will continue. PLRZ, a little thicker. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I don't love what I'm seeing off the rip here, but maybe there's opportunity. CYCC, I think maybe too risky. Just halting up and down. Let's check the scans here. Checking out the Zendu scans. Guys, I don't know if I've mentioned, but I'm working on my own tracking software, metrics tracking software. So pretty soon, I'm going to send TraderView to the absolute depths where it belongs. It's okay, but you know, the past stores will be better. Because you guys know on this side of town, we're number one. Easy. Easy win. I got a team of like 20 software engineers dialing it in, making it to my exact liking. The mighty in the past store giving out rants on what they need to have it be the best. And we are getting closer to where we need to be. So very soon, we're going to be deleting our TraderView accounts. we're going to be deleting our TraderView accounts pretty soon. Sending it to Davy Jones' locker. But you know, I've been looking at my metrics, and I think, you know, walking away right now is not a bad idea, right? I'll take the couple $100 and, you know, live to fight another day, right? So I might just answer some questions here in the next 10 minutes, over the next 10 minutes, and then I think I'll call it. Take the small green. Will we see another opportunity as good as XAGE? I don't know. Pre-market was a little slow today. the one stock that did move, I'm having this issue where I have to restart my DAS platform before I can take a trade. I'm not sure what's causing it, but it says please select an account. Like if I try to hit the buy button with my hotkeys right at 7, let's say like at 7:01 a.m., the first trade rejects and it keeps doing that unless I log out and log back in. Then it starts working like normal. I only have one account tied to my DAS platform, and I'm on that selected account before trying to trade. So the error code really, I don't understand what it is. So having to, sometimes I forget. So I try to go long on the stock and then have to sign out, sign back in. But by the time I'm doing that, it's like, the trades I could have gotten, they're gone. And then I come back, I get one trade, and then it's the end of the move going up. I need to maybe uninstall, reinstall the platform, something. It's like we just need to create our own broker, our own market maker, software. We need to just do everything ourselves because everything now is just so buggy. In 1 year, if we're to open up our own softwares, our own brokers, I mean, granted, the amount of work this would take, honestly, it would be incredible. But I'm pretty sure in 1 year, if after we were to launch, would be better than all these platforms combined. Just build everything into one thing, man. CYCC resumed a little higher, made a new high. I mean, it looks okay in terms of the spreads. I didn't really give it a chance, honestly, but we halted up, halted down, halted up, halted up. I don't know. CYCC, is it worth the risk? Is the reward worth the risk on this one? Honestly, I do have a Guardian account and an E-Trade account. E-Trade Pro is nice, but they don't have hotkeys. If E-Trade Pro had the hotkeys, I'd use E-Trade Pro all day long. And maybe the powered by E-Trade can be integrated with DAS. I have to check on that to see. Powered by E-Trade is like a different version of E-Trade Pro. I think it's a newer version, but I've always stuck with E-Trade Pro, the old one. FTFT, MSPR. KB, what's up, man? How you doing? KB is actually in the chat today. Right now, I'm still using Thinkorswim. Charles Schwab. Yeah, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. We have 600 people, but only 137 likes. I see some live streamers, they like shut down the live stream, but I try not to do that. CYCC moving up. I'll pull it on screen here. Halting up, halting up. The pre-market highs are over 10. Will it fill the gap? Perhaps. Let me see if the Mighty's trading this one. This is what, Big Steve, this is what the E-Trade order entry looks like. Like, you'd have to use the buttons, It's just so... Do I want to use the word primitive? It's for like investing. Not for fast-paced trading. So, I'm on Tesla right here, right? Let me buy it. I'll buy one share of Tesla and then sell it. Or maybe I do a small cap. PLRZ. Let's pull up PLRZ. PLRZ. I can take 1,000 shares just to like to demonstrate E-Trade's, the speed at E-Trade, which is the same thing as Schwab, honestly. All right, let's pull up the stock too. Thousand shares at PLRZ. Hit the buy button. I'm in. Hit the sell button. I'm out. Trade is executed. Although that buy did take a little long. Hold on, let me try it again. The stock is like barely moving, so I don't think I should be losing anything. Yeah, in, out. Not bad. Couple of scratch trades. But if they had hotkeys, is where it would have been like, you know, really, really nice. So the newer version of this, can it be connected to DAS, right? I don't know if any of you guys are using E-Trade. Powered by E-Trade is what it's called. Options chains, options tools. They do have Bloomberg here, which is nice. If you ever want to watch Kaylee Lines and those people over there. Roman Bostic, I think is the other guy. Bonnie Quinn and the team. I used to watch them every day at one point. Yeah, I think besides CYCC, I don't know, PLRZ just moving so slow. It's definitely better for the people with bigger size just holding longer, I think. I'm not touching it. Now, CYCC, do I want to get involved here? Do I want to take a small trade? I can go with baby size to protect myself. The issue, like right now, I have the utmost confidence in myself. I don't have any confidence in the charts of what we're seeing recently, you know? Is why I'm so like passive. Like I'm not being aggressive towards a stock like that. You know, back in the days, it would have been 4,000 shares on this resumption, right? Like no doubt, here we go. Let's take on this risk. You know, hooray! But now, it's like, is this just gonna come right back down and sell off Christmas tree? So it held up. It's curling up. What will it be? There's a minute to resumption. Yeah, so Steve, those are the hot. I mean, if you compare it with like a Thinkorswim active trader in terms of the buttons, I guess it's pretty similar. You have your buy, sell, you know, long, short. I mean, back when I used to just hit the buy and sell button, I used it, and you know, it works, but I don't know if it's the most efficient way. CYCC baby size is showing 727 resumption. Give us that sweet dip. I'll wait. I don't think that really provided an entry, but you know, let's just see what it does. 65 for highs. And that would have been a loss. Try to go short. So we've made a new high at 88. $10 is highs of the pre-market. 819 halting up again. Break of 65 for the Hive Day entry, not bad. Good follow through. So there's obviously been some concerns for accounts closing, right? And people have been saying that it could be a good thing and it can force us to be better. I don't know if I really agree with how that is phrased. You know, a strategy is a strategy, right? Now, I think if they're gonna if there's an issue with the strategy, then it'll force us to be different and trade a different strategy. Now, is a different strategy better than our strategy? Now that's a different question and conversation, right? But I don't like how some people are saying it like, hey, this will force us to be better. What does that really mean? It'll force us to trade a different strategy, which could potentially make us lead us to making more, right? Potentially. But you know, in terms of what we do here, it is absolute, right? Like there's millionaires here, right? We can't do ourselves a disservice and really say these things in the incorrect way. As an aggregate, you know, how much money have we made, like in terms of the people who are trading this strategy, right? Millions of dollars, millions. This is the best strategy in the world. The best strategy in the world, by far. You see, the number one thing why we're the best, right, is that we don't lie or hide. You know, we don't just share part of the strategy and then keep the rest for ourselves, which I'm pretty sure if I'm to go sign up for every course that's there, that's from real people, I'm pretty sure most of these people will not have everything. But here in the number one community in the world, I can say this proudly, that there is no hiding anything. It's why the team here is so good. Why we're number one. Easy. Bro, I got to talk a little bit of smack, all right? Just a little bit. We're the top G of trading. The Merciless Markets team, dialing it in. See, Gus knows what I'm saying, man. You got to read in between the lines. CYCC, 55 seconds to resumption. Bro, here's the thing too. Like, even if it does, for me, none of, you know, it doesn't matter, right? Like, I don't care who's watching. None of that stuff matters because I have the utmost confidence in myself. Even if we're all to get banned right here, right now, you know what I'll do? I'll go create another strategy, a new one, even better. And then will ranks and repeat, and then again, and then again, and then again, over and over, because the market will be here. 3 seconds. 8:19, sideways resumption. It's halting down, close to a halt down there, 37. Bro, we'll just keep going. I mean, there's no end to it, right? We'll just keep going. As long as we can breathe air. It's hard to manage risk on this thing here. The ultimate dip and rip, I suppose. Although it almost halted down. False halt down and $1 share bounce. Now, was that entry there? The entry was there, but you would have to been willing to get caught and halt down to be in, which is risky business. It looks like it wants to get up to $10. It'll be difficult to manage risk. You know, what is going to be the low here? Is it going to be 36, which is the low to candle, or will we make new lows? Stock starts to get a little wild. $47 to halt up. Okay, I have a little bit of FOMO. Just a little bit. 0.1%. $9.73 now to halt up. It looks like there was a hidden buyer down there. But look at how high my fill is trying to get that trade. Absolutely reprehensible. $68. There's a big spread too. Spread is like massive. Massive, massive. Wow, somebody sold right there. No way we just dropped 20 cents after hitting 80. It's having a lot of resistance though. Can we push through? $9.93 to halt up. Yeah, I'm gonna underestimate this thing, man. You know, you can have your doubts, but you gotta be ready to flip the switch. This could be the end of the line though, you know. We filled the gap to 10. Time to go short for me here. Time for me to jump in and ride the Christmas tree back down. I mean, nobody knows, but I mean, we'll see what it does. It could keep going to 11, 12. No shares available at Thinkorswim. Could have been a nice 40, 60-cent trade there, though. Down to 9. It's a quick bounce back to 50. And it's right back to 10. Sellers at 10. Oh, this stock is insane. 1030 halting up, false halt up. Yeah, this thing is insane right here, right now. I don't know. I just didn't expect it to be this strong. I mean, it just kept going. Another thing too is that I kind of just, like, hey, I kind of made my money on the other one. That's it for the day. I wouldn't say that I'm a deer in the headlight looking at this, but earlier entries didn't really come on the resumption trades. So as we went, usually the risk is a little higher as you go. So I've been a little bit more on the sidelines. Even the pullbacks we've saw to this point have been very risky pullbacks, but they curled up, all three of them. This red candle here, this one, and then right here. This dip and rip out of the resumption was very tough. Came to the halt down and then curled up $1 a share plus. From 737 to 912. Insane. Madness. Matthew up $1 a share. Gianna becoming profitable after a couple of years. Way to go. Ice Baby saying red to green and now walking away for the day. Oh man, you see, this is why when the market is just hot consistently, it's just, yeah, I'll just say it's easy, or it's a little easier, right? Because I was saying on the first halt, like back in the day, there's like 4,000 shares, let's go. But in these days, it's like, man, I don't even know if we're gonna get a move or not. So, no aggression early, kind of missing the train here. 59 seconds to resumption. Just be careful of the backside, especially for the people who've already been able to lock something in. If you haven't traded it or if you're red, be careful as well. You don't want to overdo it as we're getting higher in price. The risk up here is going to be more, right? It's going to be increased. And so if you're having a nice day, protect the gains. If you haven't gotten green, maybe not the time to be a big hero and blow up for the day on this thing, right? So proceed with caution, I think, is the best thing for all of us here. Proceed with caution. Three seconds. 3 seconds. Right, it's still going. It is insane. 1287 halt up. Bro, this is madness. I definitely could see myself being up like 10K plus in this. If I'm in the right mental space. Filled at 1230. Buying the dip. Yeah, SF, this one This one is definitely something else. Do not underestimate trading, man. Yeah, somebody definitely got caught. One-minute trader, take it easy. Green on 4 stocks out of 4. And heading out. Nicely done. Well, Lorenzo, at least you made $1 a share, man. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. No one ever knows if the stock is going to keep going or if it, if we're going to get to $6 and that's going to be the high. Especially after this halt down right here early. Yeah, be careful if the halt's down. Again, don't try to be a hero. At least that's what I would think to myself, right? Not to try and be a hero at this late in the move. The money should already have been made, and right now, even if I'm still trading at it, it's like a fraction of the share size I would have in the earlier move. That way the risk is limited. If someone now rolls out of bed and say, hey, 10,000 shares on this resumption, the risk is very high. Yeah, I'd definitely say this is a bit of a short squeeze here. Or actually, I mean, looking at the no. I mean, looking at the daily chart, where did it drop from? It dropped from. It could honestly also be covering too. I mean, it looks like we've had a ton of reverse splits on this. Yeah, we've had a ton of reverse splits. So the daily chart, the pricing is all messed up. But it's showing recently it had a massive drop off. Post split saying 23.22 down to $3. I mean, this is quite the bounce still. They might also have a good headline out. So it could be a mix of everything, really. Some covering, maybe somebody is getting squeezed. I mean, that's always a thing. Maybe there's a good headline as well. FOMO buying, yeah. 35 seconds to resumption. I made $12 on it. That's minimum wage in Georgia. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Oh, man. Not okay. Five seconds. I'm completely hands off. Halt up is at 1485 if it goes. Oh, it's going again. There's no way, bro. Holy smokes. False halt up. And it's trying to again. Looks like it might get locked in this time. Bro, this thing is insane. Is this the strongest stock of the month so far after the open? Is anyone holding from like, 10, 8, 7? There has to be at least a few people holding. Man, it's definitely strong. Joseph holding from 972. Shout out to Joseph, man. In at 589, out at 1465 for impending. Nice trade right there as well. Ah, man, now I feel like a fool not trading it, but what are you going to do? Well, and I mean, again, coming back to, when it's hot consistently every day for days on end, there is no going easy and being passive. Everything, you're just at full power. And so when you're seeing these nice opportunities day in, day out, you're able to capitalize. I mean, like right now to try and be aggressive here is just, even if it goes to 20, it doesn't feel right to do. So I'm just going to stay on the sidelines and, just watch on from a distance. We're up $400. It's not the most money, but it's something. Something to put into the pocket, have some gas money and smile. Gas money and maybe like a phone bill or something these days with the high inflation. Kari saying he's up 5K. Nicely done. In 10K shares at 516, looking to sell at 20. Bro, that's an insane position. Feel free to donate some money to this channel, man. Holding out my hands for spare change at this rate with the FOMO that I have on this one. My man's is in 10,000 shares at 5. So man, that is insane. Assuming everyone's call outs is accurate and not bro, Cactus Rob, man. Honestly, with how my back feels every day, I'm but a frugal old man now. Weak, spineless fool, as they say on iCarly. If anybody gets that joke. What I need is a sweet vacation to Lake Laogai, and then I can come back. Come back refreshed and ready. 1 minute to resumption, 1 minute 10 seconds. Here we go. Time to go short. I'm doing it. Yeah, I would have got cooked. No shares still. Bro, this thing's just going. It's insane. The buying was a little slow to come in there at 1580s for the short, but you know, it still pushed up. 1650. Unreal. I mean, it's been a while since we saw, honestly, since PHUN. I think like since PHUN, we haven't really had a stock with higher volume like this. Really just, you know, halt all the way up to 20. The craziest one I've seen though was a stock like this that I can't recall if we had halts the whole way. We might have had a few halts, but it went all the way to 85 before going down. Man. And like it moved like a normal stock would move, you know? Clean and just green candles. I've only seen that once though. Like from this type of price at like 5 to 80, 85. And the entire way was like smooth sailing. For sure, I think for us, like like if we're to see that, like, you know, at this pace, at this not this pace, at this, you know, level, I think that's the day we see, you know, like six figures from all of our traders here in the chat. I mean that was insane. I don't know if we'd even ever see that again though. Oyama, I think is how you say the name here in the chat. Like great recovery over yesterday to today. Nice bounce back. Nice bounce back. SF is not playing any games. My order count is below 100 for sure. I haven't really taken that many trades. I'd say it's around like 40 at max. Well, okay, maybe not. Maybe it's over 40. Bro, there's no way I took so many trades today, bro. What? That's insane. No, I can't look. I can't go off of that, bro. I would lose my mind. There's 17 seconds, by the way. CYCC. 10 minutes. Another 5 minutes to go. I don't think there's any like real news. It's just going. It's showing 17 resumption. Is this where we get to backside? Or will we actually get up there to 23? What a move. Whenever the time machine gets invented, they're gonna have some problems. The time machine, I tell you. PLRZ. I think it's just too thickly traded. We got a minute, 10 seconds to resumption. Hopefully it's not halted again. There's 28 seconds. Here we go. It's went higher again. The halt up is at 1942 if it chases it down. No shares to short. And that would have been a nice short entry, but try it again. No shares. Maybe 1835 is the end of the line. The mighty called the halt down. What happened? Bro, it's showing 1029. There's no way. There's no way it's showing 1029. That has to bounce to at least 13. It's going to be halted for at least 10 minutes. I mean, our strategy is designed to trade this type of stock, but again, you kind of have to be in that right aggressive mind space to really be, going for it, right? I mean, even the halt down. Well, let's say the resumption that went into the halt down, that was a false halt down. Areas like that, there's an opportunity, right? Areas like that, there's an opportunity without a doubt. But are you being aggressive enough to jump in there with no fear and accepting the risk? Maybe a couple thousand shares, a couple hundred shares, whatever it might be. Right there, we had $1 plus red to green. It halted up again. AB, Alice, Bob, how are you guys doing? A minute, 6 seconds, but I'm guessing it'll be a 10-minute halt It's showing 11.88 resumption, $12 resumption now. Well, we are at 15.89, so it's definitely a bigger drop if it does resume that low. Odds are it's going to be 10 minutes. P&L today, one scratch trade. So or so we would say a couple months ago. I guess now this might just be a decent day, right? In these slower times. A couple months ago, $400 was not even the first trade of the day in the spreads. I went out to this. I went out to a well. Okay, maybe I don't share this. It's nothing crazy, but I'll just keep that private. One scratch trade. One scratch trade. One scratch trade. Cannot underestimate what it means to make a couple $100 in a short amount of time. It's not the thousands we would want, or that we would like, but you know, slow and steady until the time comes again. Ah, goodness sakes. Yeah, I'm taking all my money from Citadel Securities. They will pay the price they allowed me to have an account. Okay, let me stop. As you guys can see, I'm a very interesting personality here. I'm reading some of the questions on some of the comment section. I'm having too good of a time. Some people have to be thinking this guy, he's a lunatic, he's ludicrous, he's mad. I make pretty bad jokes all the time. We have 3 minutes to go. Number one time wasting stock. Yeah, I'm not even gonna look at PLRZ, man. It's just too thick for me. You know, I think people with longer hold times, looking to hold 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes and just really, you know. For me, I'd rather be on the sidelines there. The sidelines. $500 lovely people tuning in, man. Shout out to the live stream, by the way. Shout out to the chat room. Shout out to everyone who's tuned in over the years. It's always nice to see the audience come in. Once upon a time, I was trading here in solitude by myself. And I had 2 PCs in my house. I'd put the other one to watch just to try to gain some traction. Back in the old days. Now, if I'm to try and invite 500 people over for a party, that's going to be some big time catering. perhaps even a massive venue space. Because I threw parties before in New York City with like 400 plus people. You know, to fit all 5, 6, 700 people here, you need a massive venue. ANPA. I don't know. I'm not going to touch it. 34 seconds, CYCC. Showing 1303. Resumption. Mighty, if you're listening in, one scratch trade, bro. Nothing for the Mighty. One scratch trade. 7 seconds, showing 13. Oh, it's another 5 minutes. That's fair. It is going to open up around 13 is my guess. So another 5-minute halt. I haven't read this anywhere, but it seems like the more aggressive the move, up or down, the longer the halt. And of course, it'll depend on if there's like a halt code different from volatility, right? Our usual volatility will be like limit up, limit down, and or code M. If you get into like the T1s, the T12s, there's even H codes as well. Then we've seen some stuff. We've seen stocks halted for 5-6 hours. We've seen stocks halted for 3 days. The longest one I've seen was 29 days. And we had someone in our chat room that was stuck in there, like 30,000 of their account, just stuck in there for 29 days, you know. There's been some, you know, but there's been some interesting things over the years. I can't remember if it was a scam stock. I mean, there's been a lot of like nonsense stocks. Sometimes they'll get halted pending some sort of news, or the company themselves would be looking to release a headline. Sometimes there's investigations, and the investigation can take time, especially if there's no material news. You know, pump and dump didn't come out of nowhere, right? That was a thing that people were doing. And of course, it's illegal, but, you know, a random stock could start from a pump and dump and just keep going. And then, you know, the SEC can step in like, hey, what's going on here? HKD, probably the most famous one, I'd say, maybe at this point. The 2500. Still unbelievable, but you know. HKD, LFIN, DRYS. I mean, there's been a bunch since then, really. Especially if you include the lighter volume ones. That stocks that went from like 5 to 100. There were a ton. The RUG, I think that one got up to like $50. You know, we had the one yesterday, the one last week. What is it? B something? BMNR. You know, up to like $70. There's a bunch of them. And a bunch more to come. So if you missed out on CYCC, just know that this same thing is going to happen again. Whether tomorrow, the next day, the day after that, next week, next month, we're guaranteed to see more momentum because this is the stock market. I'm gonna shut it down after this resumption here, just to see what it does, and then I'm not interested in any backside dips. Not gonna bother. Just want to see how it plays out here over the next couple of minutes, and then heading out. Seven, 6, 5. Here we go. Halting down 1188. For the daredevil traders out there. Well, I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out of here. That's it. Shutting it down. Stay safe. Stay green. I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning around 9:15 a.m. Hit the thumbs up on the way out if you have not already, and I'll catch you guys next time again. Just a small day here. We're shutting it down. Stay safe. Stay green. El Pastor. El Pastor. Signing out. We need you, champ. Who am I, man? Shannon the Cannon Briggs? Champ. Don't leave us. Guys. Have you guys ever... You know what I'll do? If you guys... Maybe I'll give you guys free chat room access for like a week or something. Because... the chat room will keep going. Get in on the dip. You cannot pay me to buy this dip, bro. And honestly, I was going to say it, right? I was going to say like, hey, the daredevil traders, right? Now it starts to look more attractive for the bounce, but I am not going to risk it. ANPA, Big Steve. The people want the pastor to stay, but the like button says otherwise. The like button says to get out of here. There's a little bit of volume. I'm on. Let me ask you guys something, right? Why not join the chat room? I'm curious. Lay down your honest answers in the chat. If you're not actively trading. I'm poor. We're cheap. Poor. 14 bucks too much. Covert. I'm in. Q&A for 12 hours. Lost all of our money day trading. That doesn't sound good. Day in the grind saying there's no need. People are comfortable. You see, this is why this is so good. Is like I can just ask and get the answers right here. Now here's the next question as well, right? Well, why do you guys think we get 600 people but only 200 likes or 100 likes? Time? Wait, when is this resumption? Hold up, just in case so I don't distract the people here. Okay, we got 3 minutes. Okay, chat room. People are saying they're too cheap. I could do like a free 1 week, a free 1 month or something. I could do that. I could do that. I wouldn't. I don't have a problem doing that either. I'd need to open access though, so people can be able to click on my name. And sadly, the scammers will be able to come into the chat though if I do that. So there's like a what I can do in the chat. If people click on the chat room link right now, they won't be able to see anything at all. What I can do is like open up a specific channel. People can message me there, and I can give them the free access. Not indefinite, but for a week or for a month. Let's say I'm willing to do at least 14 days. Maybe we can do like a middle ground. 14 days to check out the chat room. Some of you guys I think will like it. I would like to think everyone would like it, but everybody has their own style. Some people forget. Some people some people hate. Uh a bottle selling story? Waiting to hear the bottle selling story. I'm confused. Is that in line with the parties that I spoke about? Maybe. There was someone who won a free chat room like lifetime subscription. Now that I'm thinking back, I don't think I ever saw that person again, right? We had like a light goal, and if we got it, they were going to get free access. Oh, your water. Okay, my water selling story. Oh, man. Wow. Pastor, like an open book on here. Yeah, I'll do a free 1 week, 1 month. We'll do 14 days. We'll do it in the middle. How come traders don't rank and repeat on big cap stocks? I mean, it depends, right? I think to trade large caps, you kind of need a little bit more money to see that return. So typically, people are looking at low float stocks, cheaper stocks, because you can see a big percentage gain, and your account doesn't necessarily have to be massive for you to see a decent gain on the day or a return on the day. ANPA, selling water is actually a pretty profitable business. Here's the sympathy, I'm guessing, right? Big Steve, did you get it? Yeah, speed and time is also a big thing. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot about that resumption there. I should have been looking at it. Yeah, I was doing maybe a little too much talking there. I missed it. Big Steve, did you catch the trade? Was there a dip? 10-second delayed open. Yeah, that'll do it to us. Ken got it though. Ken got a nice trade in there. Ken got 582 to 638. Way to go, man. Lovely trade. CYCC. Will it give the bounce that the people are waiting for? Showing 20 seconds to go. 20 seconds for CYCC. It's at 1188. I don't know. I don't know if I would have made anything on that div. I mean, my fill would have probably been around like 70. We got to a high of 11. There's a spread. I don't know. Okay, there's 1130. Well, we did go lower before going higher, so. $55 seconds. ANPA. I don't know, Marcelo. You have a way of turning water into wine, bro. I would have assumed that the mighty would have caught something there. ANPA coming up. Showing $7 resumption. ANPA. Watching and waiting. 683. What's it going to be? Show me a sweet dip. Now show me a sweet bounce. Not bad. 34 cents. Now show me another sweet dip. Oh, whoa, whoa. That's not a sweet dip. That is the depths. Oh, what? Oh, these stocks, man, I tell you. What did I get? 58 to 92, though. Not bad right there. Bro, that thing went from what was that? 716 down to 602, halted down. I'll watch the resumption trade and then I'm out of here. That was tough. That was a tough one. Bro. You gotta have a good personality here for this trading thing, man. Or else you can run crazy. You can go over the edge. Gotta always keep control. You know what? Back in the days, though, I will say, right? Back in 2020, 2019, like early 2020, or is it? No. Early 2019. You know, the infamous backyard story where I was watching myself almost like from an out of body experience, watching myself do nonsense and not being able to control it. And then finally had one day where I said, that's it, never again. But you got to be able to keep control at all times. And the pain of seeing that, you know, that week where I like basically blew up in the sim. I didn't blow up like the sim account, but I kind of blew up because I lost like 5 grand. That week, like the pain of that week, like I remember it like yesterday at every turn. And that's what prevents me from going over the edge, is that I remember what it feels like, and I can't allow myself to be that vulnerable, you know? Like that's the real word right there, vulnerable. Like you'll be exposed and open to the merciless nature of the markets. And all it takes is for one stock to do one craziness for your account to be wiped away. So that day I made a vow to myself that I'll never allow that type of thing to take over me, you know, that type of emotion where I'm like not caring about the rules like some sort of crazy person. But it can happen to us, right? So that's why we have to be careful and remember those hard times so that tomorrow can be an easier time, right? By following the rules and being disciplined. Yeah, there are factors that can affect your trading, such as personal issues. You know, sometimes you can lose a job, you can have a death in the family, you can be going through a divorce. You know, even size in the trade can also be a thing at times. Like if you're like way oversized and you're not comfortable. There are factors, and it's why we have to always, you know, proceed with caution. Because whilst we're not out there building bridges and tunnels, there's still a mental strain that can come if we're not, you know, in the right headspace. You see, what happened to me in the simulator is that I started with a live account and then went to the simulator. So I kind of had that connection, and it wasn't necessarily to the money, but, you know, more so the process. But I definitely understand why it can be difficult in the simulator. JXG. JXG. How's this one looking? Resumption is in 32 seconds, by the way. Okay, watching resumption, 22 seconds for ANPA. I might insta-buy it here, depending on how low it resumes. 10 minutes, of course. Yeah, it's showing a gap down, so it looks like it'll be 10 minutes. JXG, on the other hand. Is there something on JXG? So I'm gonna put down in my notes tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll let you guys know what you have to do to get the free access to the chat room. I'll set it up so that's ready for tomorrow. Let me just put it down in my notes on the to-do list here. Actually, I have to also go to the UPS store today. And that'll probably get done once I'm done here, and then chat room stuff, and then straight to the business of recording. What's today's date? The 15th? UPS, and then chat room. Also, if you come in on this 2-week subscription, our chat room has a lot of filtration, but if you're doing nonsense, I'm gonna ban you. Just saying. Okay, we have another 2 minutes to go. 39 seconds if you're looking at CYCC, but I'm not going to watch that one. The time has come to walk away. The time is upon us. All right. If you're going the distance, stay safe, stay green. El Pastor out like south. Take care. Have a good one. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Shutting it down. But yeah, don't forget, tomorrow I'll let you guys know about the chat room, all right? I'll take care of it and have it ready for tomorrow. All right, stay safe, stay green.